So it's kind of like going to the Existential movie library, but just think of the Crypt Keeper's home as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it's all kind of in a weird kind of black and white, but it is a dungeon.
This is not good.
You hear the dripping of blood?
Oh, it's blood. Oh, gross.
Well, it's either blood or it's kind of old-fashioned developing solution.
Okay.
We are in a dungeon. It's a movie dungeon.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And look out for the old 35mm film webs.
Well. Oh, okay.
And here we are.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy, isn't it?
What's that? Soda Umbra?
That's the one, yeah, I found it. Oh, look, there's a new one next to it. What's this? No more fights in the pie.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, hey. You seen this?
No? What have you found?
Look. There's a reserved section.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. So, what on the same shelf as Batwoman?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, just next to it there.
Okay. What you found? What you got?
Well, we got... What's this? The Marvels.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
Snow White. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, that's...
And Robin Hood.
That's Robin with a Y.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we better not mention that one again, because he might want to come on our show.
Oh, no.
Let's go back.
Okay.
Maybe movies. Hello and happy Friday, one and all. I am here in the flesh.
And I'm the dude in the jeans.
Skins and stripes, whatever it used to be. I don't know what you had at your school.
It was just shirts and skins, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. What are we talking about? Hello. And we are here to discuss Act 2 of The Dozen.
The Dozen.
Which is a kind of a... Tarantino directs John Carpenter's The Thing without the thing.
Yes.
Basically.
It's all got a bit weird.
It has gone a bit weird. But, so if you please see Wednesday's show for how we attacked Act 1. Hopefully we can make something of Act 2.
Indeed.
I don't think I need that. At the moment, I think I am currently on 2 stars.
I am on 1.
But it's still all to play for.
So, yes, where are we? At the beginning of Act 2.
Yes, so we have, is it Fuchs, McCready, and I think it's Copper again, gone off to try and find the clean room.
Yes.
While the others are back looking after... I think this might be an opportunity to do something that the other film doesn't really do.
Which is
what's happening back at the camp while they're away. It very much follows them and then
Oh,
comes
yes,
back
I see
and
what you
picks
mean.
up.
Yeah, okay.
But-
Where are you thinking of going in that direction?
I hadn't thought that far ahead. I'm just saying we should do something.
do something. Okay.
Where are we with our Norwegian? Is he still incarcerated at this point?
The last time we left him, he was starting to speak English.
Yes.
But I'm not sure that we said that he'd been released.
No.
Yeah. No, I'm starting to get a little stuck here.
Same. So he's incarcerated there, go off and do the thing.
I think he needs to tell them what the infection is.
So I think at this point what we should get is then Blair should go and try and question him. Because I think this is the moment where he finds out that they've found some of the material and brought it back.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah? Does that work?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we want to do that before Mac gets back? Or we can have him have the conversation with Blair? Oh no, sorry, changing that. We should tie the two together. They come back from trying to find the clean room. Obviously the blizzard's starting to get up now.
Mm.
What about if we have this conversation where Blair tries to go and speak to him and ask him, what is this thing I've been trying to... I can't understand what it is that you've got here with regards to what he's found in the Petri dishes. Keep forgetting, in this setup, Lars is an agent. He's got himself out and takes Blair hostage. So instead of the bit where Blair destroys all of the stuff, he's got Blair hostage.
Okay, yeah, I can move with that. I can go with that. I can roll with that. Yeah.
So we get a bit of an action scene in there. He's already said that somebody isn't who they say they are. We're saying that's kind of got around through the group. We need to allow for people to start. I think I think we need to deal with this little action bit first, and then what happens later. Then the next bit, we need a bit of a slow burn with the storm getting worse outside, and we start getting divisions between the group.
Okay, I just think that for a moment we need to stop for a second. We're in the second act. We need to decide who is not who they say they are.
This is true. I was just thinking the same thing as well.
Because again, moving forward, that's going to make a difference.
Do we want it to pander to wild fan speculation and say that it's Child? Yes. I think that works. Yeah.
I think in the terms of the context of the way they interact with the character, Child's interacts with the characters, and everybody else interacts with Child's, that does make some kind of sense.
Is he the only one? I suppose you have to be, because then because the other people who start acting strange are because they're infected.
Yeah, but we've got a dozen characters here.
Exactly.
Nobody's died
as of yet.
Oh, no, this is not the thing.
But we can have deaths. There are obviously people who die in the in the Hateful Eight. They don't die throughout the over the course of the thing.
All right. Well, I'm going to say just to sort of sidestep what we were discussing there and just move forward. I hope I'm going to say Clark has been infected.
That would make sense. He's the one most with the dogs,
and he starts behaving oddly.
So we've got a little bit of action where he takes Blair hostage.
Yeah.
I take it they kind of resolve it the same way that they do in the thing. They kind of nip around the other side, try and draw his attention, and then bum rush him.
Yeah, it does. Because by this point, he's done his essential job.
Yes. Yeah, he's put that seed of doubt amongst them. So I was thinking, because people like...
But I'm... So, like, when they're dragging him away, in the background, Clark is doing something odd.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, look. And they're dragging him away and not listening to him because of everything, so they lock him up in the shed.
Lock Blair up with him because he's the one that had the most contact with the germs? No, that doesn't make sense because he's been kept in a different situation here. So it's while...
This is sort of falling apart on us.
It is a little bit. I'm struggling here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I am struggling really hard.
The only thing I was gonna say.
I mean, we could just movie a lot of this, but we've got rules against that.
Exactly. Well, the only thing I was going to think is you said Clark starts trying to act strange.
Mm.
What if Clark, while this is going on, runs out and tries to take the chopper up in the storm?
Okay.
So rather than having Blair go knock her everything,
I'll kill you.
Okay.
we still lose that.
Yep.
And obviously, we lose Clark at this point because he crashes the helicopter in the storm.
Cool.
Even better. While all of this has been going on, somebody's come in from outside. The doors open to the outside, so Lars can see while they're wrestling him down. Can see out the door and can see Clark jumping into the helicopter. And he's trying to say, look, as they drag him off, and then they hear it start up. But by the time they're out there, he's taken it up. Just gets caught up in an updraft from the blizzard, and
yeah, exactly. There's so many things that would go wrong with a flight at that point in time. Okay, that works.
Saved it.
So far, so good.
Yes, I think we'd see people like Palmer and Knowles because they seem to be good buddies, getting each other's back against everybody else because they're a bit. Are we saying? I know it's not because movieing it, but we can just say if we're still following the beats of the thing. I know we've made a change because of Clark, but everybody else who becomes infected are those who become the thing in the original film.
Oh,
would be
I
the
see.
easiest way to do it.
Oh, okay. Yep. And I agree that thematically that works.
Yes. So again, obviously there is spoiler button. If you've never seen the thing, go and watch it. So that's
Palmer, Norris, Blair,
definitely. Gary and Knowles get caught at the end, so that's different. Windows isn't. And Copper isn't. And neither is Fuchs.
That's right, yeah.
But I had an idea what we can do with Fuchs, because that would be this act as well, I believe.
It would be, yes.
When he goes missing, it's Childs has got him. And they never find anything. They just find his glasses.
Okay.
So they think maybe he will...
So Fuchs just disappears from the movie?
Yeah. So maybe he's got out. Maybe he was infected as well. But if he's gone out there...
Uh-huh.
He's not going anywhere.
Okay.
We'll find him in the spring.
Yeah.
We know who's who now. All we need to decide is, we'll need to have something in place of ripping out the clothes. that indicates that they're... I mean, we can go for the usual one that they do with infection is sudden nosebleeds.
Oh, yes. That's a great trope. Why not use it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's have a think. While we're having a think, do you think it's that time?
I think it's that time.
Over to him.
So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, folks and people out there, I'd like you to maybe, if you've got the time, mosey on over to a channel called Poltergeist OD. He's a musician, does horrorcore rap videos that I'm very fond of, and has just recently released a new video, a track called Carousel, which is actually from a movie called Carousel, which I think is going to be out soon. I don't know the details, I can't say, but please take the time, head over to his channel, listen to Carousel, listen to a bunch of his other stuff, because it's all worth your time, especially Michael and Pumpkinhead.
The one I was going back to is some Ghostface.
Ghostface is a good one too, yeah.
Yeah.
So check it out, go see what he's up to, and give him some love, folks. You know you want to.
Absolutely. And again, as always, Poltergeist, thanks again for all your support and all your help, buddy. Thank you.
We've loved it all.
We're battling away here, but we will carry on.
It's still a battle.
It is still a battle. I mean, deciding who is going to become infected and who is or isn't already infected does help matters, because we can kind of steer it back into... Sorry, no, I just had a thought. I don't know whether that's too many things at once. Coming back to our little action scene. Obviously, we know that we're saying that Clark is the one who goes off and does the thing with the helicopter.
Yeah.
But it might also be a time that we start to see some weirdness from Blair. They think that Blair and obviously Lars must be infected, so they lock them both up.
All right, I'll go with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go with that. That seems reasonable.
Do we want to say that Lars has had an antidote? So he's not... Or are we happy that he's kind of done his job?
I was going to say, it depends what kind of movie we're making here. If we're looking for a happy ending, then yes, we want to have an antidote. If not, then no, there shouldn't be an antidote.
So we're happy then that Lars is going to become infected, or I suppose the virus that we've invented here, is there a degree...
In the original timeline, he was dead hours ago. And like I said, he's done what he needs to do. He's introduced the paranoia into the group.
In which case, then we can have him, then in that action scene, they kill him.
No. I was going to say showing their inhumanity by locking him up with Blair.
Yes, fair enough.
Is what I was going to go with.
Okay, no, that does.
Because it's crueler.
Yes,
it is crueler. Like, we just can't trust you.
No, that makes sense. No, it does make sense. That is better. Okay.
I can imagine him shaking the door. Let me out! I'm not infected. I'm not infected.
I really want to save those crazy Swedes, huh? Norwegians.
Yeah. And they've lost the helicopter. So we still have the snowplow.
We still have the snowplow, but you forget there were 2 helicopters. Charles had to go and check on the second helicopter.
Oh, I never realised there was. Yeah. I've never realised there was a second helicopter.
It was only because I was paying particular attention because I was taking notes. But McCready sees the smashed up helicopter, and then he goes to Charles, go and check on the bulldozer. Yeah. And when Charles comes back, he says he's done the bulldozer, but he's done the other chopper as well.
So we do still have a chopper. Okay, that's cool. So we've got Blizzard ramping up. Blair and Lars are locked up. We've lost Clark. We've lost a helicopter. I take it we'll get people like Gary calling for order and trying to keep everyone in line.
We need to sort of wind up towards some sort of massive confrontation here.
We do,
because both movies have a confrontation in this part of the act. But this close to the end of the second act.
Well, again, in which case then we can stick with what was in the thing. Somebody's left the light on in McCready's place.
Okay. And then...
So him and Knowles go out there. So we still... Yeah, it still works, because when the helicopter comes down, we replace the burning wreckage of the helicopter with them burning Bennings.
Yeah.
So you still get that conversation. I know some of you are still okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, it doesn't matter at this point because they're under a blizzard. McCready is not going to fly. It doesn't matter that they've got a second chopper. They're going nowhere.
No, exactly.
And somebody says it's 1,000 miles to the coast.
See, I always just assumed they were exaggerating, but we can go with that it's...
Because they're talking about how he wants to be a human because it can't travel.
True.
And that's, I can't remember if it was Benny. Yeah, it was Blair. He wants to be one of us. No dog is going to travel 1,000 miles to the coast.
Yeah, that's true.
But even if it's not 1,000 miles, it's hundreds of miles. It's a long way.
So I think once they know that Clark was infected, I think they will then go and kill the rest of the dogs.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So we still get that. Who do you think they're going to send? Because I know it was Blair who does it in the thing, doesn't he?
We've lost Fuchs. trying to think who's left, sorry.
We've still got Windows, we've lost Fuchs,
We've got Doc Copper, we've got Norris, we've got
Palmer.
Bennings, we've got Gary, we've got Windows, we've got McCready.
Send Childs. Childs gets all the shitty jobs.
I was thinking Childs,
Yeah.
because it's the sort of thing that would happen to him. Yeah.
So they send him to go and take care of the dogs. We still get those kind of scenes. You know, we should prepare our own meals, all of that kind of thing.
Yes.
So we're up to the point where Fuchs has gone missing. That's when they go look for him. They find his glasses and notice that the light is on in McCready's place.
Right, okay, no, this works. This does work. Because that's the bit. Knowles comes back, he started acting fucking weird at the hut.
And he's found a handkerchief with a couple of blood spots on it.
Something like that, yeah, exactly. He tells the same story, I cut his rope,
Yeah.
blah, 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 and of course he sneaks in the other end, and we have the confrontation.
With the dynamite.
With the dynamite. Norris has a heart attack and dies.
Mm-hmm.
We don't, what do we have here? Because we don't have a "you're fucking kidding me" moment.
No, we don't.
I'm just trying to think, what do we have to end the second act? We're nearly there. We just need one more piece to fit the puzzle.
This might be going too far.
We've gone pretty far already.
No, I think it's going too far. I was going to say, so we still get the bit of Norris has the heart attack. They drag him into, they do the defibrillation. Nothing happens. He's dead. And it was simply going to be, while they go like, shit, he's gone. We can't do anything. You get the nosebleed and his eyes flick open.
Oh, no,
See, that's what I thought it is. That's what I thought it was going to be going too far.
Yeah, that's not a movie that Tarantino made.
No, it's not. We don't get zombies, unfortunately. Oh, just a shame.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking something that's more like the infection, like Trixie from The Crazies.
Yes.
That's what I've been thinking in my head.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, thank you.
No, definitely. We've kind of skirted around the specifics of the virus, so that's a nice model to go for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been roughly thinking of when I've been imagining the effects on them and stuff like that. Yes, but we need one thing. We need something to cap it off. We need a finisher.
So what about this? What about you've got Copper going, come on, with the defibrillator going, come on, it's going to work, come on, come back to life, and he doesn't stop. He just keeps going. And keeps going. Charge it up, and then like Copper. And
is he gone?
Yeah, and then they see it start running down his face. Because it does work.
Nice.
Ka-chung on his own head.
Oh! Man! I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. That's vicious.
And that's the way you go, Palmer, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah.
that would be my
my
alternative.
That'll fix Act 2.
Yeah. Oh, phew.
Whew. This is a bit of a scary one, folks. I don't know if we're going to manage to get all the way through the third act. Because there's got to be at least one maybe movie in there. Movie.
There has to be, yeah. Oh my god. Chris, this is all your fault. Fantastic. Phew. Difficult one, this one, but we've managed to make it through to the end of Act 2.
Yes, just barely.
By the seat of our pants.
And the skin of our teeth.
That's going to be next time, isn't it? We're going to wake up covered in... No.
Don't give them ideas. You didn't hear that.
Strike that. Reverse it.
We're going to try and figure out how this is going to end. And we will be back next Wednesday with Act 3 of The Dozen. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. Have a brilliant start to next week. And we will see you on Wednesday.
As always, guys, TTFN.
Ba 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 ba.